What is this? Sykkuno! Woo, this is huge mashup video. So this is Sykkuno. I think this guy plays Valorant. He's in like Valorant and Dance and Kaide and all that kind of like that environment. And Michael Reeves, I think also.
My girlfriend of 4 years has recently become obsessed with a male streamer, and I feel really uncomfortable about it. This was a post made on the subreddit r/relationship advice around the end of 2020. What was particularly shocking here is that barely just a few days after making that initial post, he'd end up breaking up with his girlfriend. Her obsession with that streamer was that irrational. And during that time, she wasn't the only one who might have felt this way. That's because the male streamer in question here was none other than Sykkuno.
Yeah, I think also, I think me too. I think I'm not gonna lie, me too. I think me too also. I think I felt the same way with him, guys. I think I felt the same. I was so tired. The background is so charismatic. It's good. Oh my god, it's actually kind of crazy. I didn't think about it. I remember. I forgot about the background. Yeah, I remember the guy with the background. I'm like, damn, I'm not even like that, but like, oh my god, crazy.
Of the COVID-19 pandemic, more specifically when everyone was locked up in their homes. In the span of less than a year, he would go from having 1,000 average viewers on Twitch to 50,000. A streamer, he peaked at over 100,000 concurrent
Everyone peaked at 2020.
What he'd be most known for was his gameplay of Among Us with his friends, who happened to be very big content creators as well. Not only would he get tens of thousands of concurrent viewers on Twitch,
oh yeah, Among Us,
millions upon millions of views on his YouTube channel as well. And while his rise to fame is definitely incredibly impressive, it was truly unparalleled.
Valkyrie, Sykkuno, I think that's Pokemon. I think that's, I think her name is Kaide or something. I don't know. I know her name. I forget her name. But the Asian like Valorant like group.
Here is his extremely high ratio of female viewers, confirmed to having been higher than any of his other content creator friends. His handsome look, his anime sounding voice, and his witty jokes made women go rabid. In fact, there was also a joke that he would turn male fans gay.
Too.
But what made him really
oh my god, no fucking way. That's crazy.
Is just how socially awkward he was. He was innocent in an endearing way. He was a boy failure that needed a woman to fix him. In a nutshell, he was this picture, almost allergic to other women. He just couldn't handle anything romantic. He would get too flustered. This made many of his fans want to finally fix him. But make no mistake here, this was all a perfectly crafted image that he had made for himself. He wanted you to think that he was innocent, naive, a boy failure, someone who's inexperienced in relationships and would never hurt a fly. Because in reality, behind this mirage, this illusion, there was a master manipulator, a serial cheater, and a predator. Someone who would make it a point for many years to target smaller content creators, take full advantage of the fact that he was one of the most desirable men in the streaming world, all while making it seem like he had no experience with women and that it just might be romantic. They just might be that special someone who can fix him. What he would somehow forget to tell them, though, is that he had been in a monogamous relationship since 2021. But you don't have to take my word for it, because he admits to everything in a recorded voice call with the victim herself. And on top of that, that same victim, who goes by the name of Hemamal VT, would choose to write a Google Doc that shows her and Sykkuno's DMs together, as well as the DMs of another victim that actually slept with Sykkuno while being totally oblivious to the fact that he has been in a relationship.
I didn't know that. I don't even know who this person is.
This might be one of the most impactful and longest-running lies in content creation history. I want to thank the two victims in question for trusting me with this very heavy topic and for allowing me to make the first comprehensive video on it. So without further ado, let's get right.
When was this released? I'm getting the hot sauce right now. Damn! Let's see. Am I here before those girls or scripts? As my goal, and let's let those be stealing my views. Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Those guys steal my views. They're view thieves.
Well, before starting his streaming career, he actually used to be a software engineer working in the Bay Area.
Super smart, yeah, super smart.
His monotonous office life would change forever, though, when he would meet
all super smart
Pichu, a well-known
Lil Pichu. Oh yes, that's our name. Lil Pichu, yeah.
As far back as 2012. However, when they
like
met,
Pikachu
he was far from being the very well-known content creator that we know today. It was back during
She's
the
on
season
Michael
3
Reeves
World
now.
Championship for League of
I think his name
Legends
is.
during the year of 2013, so barely a year into her content creator journey. Sykkuno would be aware of her content. He'd reach out to her and would want to meet her, seeing that they're both at the same place. Lily Pichu agreed, thinking, oh, am I about to meet a fan? That's awesome. She'd be absolutely shocked when that fan would show up with a massive bouquet of flowers. As she was about to thank him, he would run away back to his cousins. According to him, these were his only friends at the time. He was that lonely. He was simply too embarrassed to interact with her further. This interaction left a good impression on Lily Pichu, and they kept in touch for years to come. In fact, as she would
And he
start her
planned all of
journey,
that.
she'd
This
play
guy
with
is
her
a
friends, and
genius.
one of those friends would be Sykkuno. Her viewers would start to express interest in him, especially seeing that his voice sounded like an anime character. There was genuine demand in her community to know what he looked like. What they didn't know, though, was that Lily Pichu had already shown him. He was there with her when she went to Summoners Con at 2015.
The plan of this guy is like genius!
But most of
Oh
her
my
community were
god.
simply not aware of this. So seeing that there was growing demand to see what he looked like, they decided to do a face reveal live on Lily Pichu's stream around the year of 2019.
Yeah. You're such a... Oh, okay, here we go.
Michael Reeves be doing the same thing though. Michael Reeves be doing the same thing.
Thought.
I'm not Michael Reeves, Jason Deween.
Alright, I'm in stream.
And as you can see, the chat was definitely not disappointed. In fact, Lily Pichu had such an impact on Sykkuno that she would be, well, the main reason why he
This
would
guy
start
is so,
streaming.
yeah,
And you can hear him say
this
that
guy is so,
himself.
not disgusted though.
So what convinced you to start streaming? Lily actually.
And speaking of streaming, he would start doing so shortly after revealing his face on Lily Pichu's stream. He'd start in the beginning of 2019 with barely under 100 viewers, but as the months would go by, he would start to get very rapid growth. He would really start putting in serious
this guy is
hours
a
by
sweet-
August 2019.
Damn.
And within just 1 year, by August 2020, he'd be sitting at 8,000 average viewers, reaching a peak of 15,000. But how? Why? Well, during his streams, he would continue playing with Lily Pichu. And seeing that Lily Pichu has a lot of big content creators that she calls friends, she would introduce them to Sykkuno. It turned out that this guy was very easy to talk to. He was witty, he made jokes, and the communities of the many streamers actually enjoyed his company. All of these factors combined would be the perfect
Among
catalyst for
Us.
when the quarantine season of
We'll do a
COVID-19
Minecraft stream one day, guys. One day.
He would start to play the game Among Us with some of the biggest content creators on the planet, and within just 4 months, he would go from 8,000 average viewers all the way up to 50,000 average viewers, peaking at 100,000 viewers in one stream.
What?
He was gaining 500,000 followers every single month.
That's
in
crazy.
just the span
That's
of like a
2020.
year and a
Like
half,
everyone peaked at 2020, but not. I won't say they really peaked because like kind of like fake because like of COVID-19. Like even that Pokemon, I'll say Pokemon is falling off because the peak was at 2020. I wouldn't really say that, but because like that's like whatever.
From being a mid-tier streamer to one of the biggest on the entire platform. It wasn't just Twitch though. He would be getting millions upon millions of views on his YouTube videos as well. He was killing it on every single platform he was on.
I think it's also kind of corrected among us, like being a manipulator.
Recruiting Twitch streamers to stream on their platforms instead, offering them multi-million-dollar deals. They targeted Sykkuno, seeing that he's extremely brand friendly, has a very loyal audience.
Am I brand friendly, guys, or what? I think I'm brand friendly.
So on May 2nd, 2022, he would announce to the world that he was moving to YouTube on a 2-year exclusive contract. And as you can tell by the engagement, this post went viral. What I really want you to understand though is just how valuable he was seen by companies and platforms. Back when YouTube was aggressively recruiting talents that were on Twitch and their confidence and hubris, seeing that they completely dominated the streaming scene at the time, would never bother offering a counteroffer. On the very rare occasion that they did, it was a very big deal, and guess what? They made an exception to Sykkuno. They gave him a counteroffer higher than YouTube. Sykkuno would go back to YouTube and show them Twitch's new offer, and YouTube would offer to pay even more.
What?
His contract alone is estimated to be around $5 million.
What?
Sykkuno
That's what I tell you. These
also-
streamers, they pretend to be fake, they pretend to be relatable, but they're not. Bro, 5 million. Oh my, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see here. So if that's in rands, it's like 5 times 10 is that's 20. 10 million. Oh my god, bro, that's what I
interest
say.
in other communities such as VTubers. In 2023, for an April Fool's joke, he would debut his first VTuber model, extending his reach to a new niche community. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because at some point he was invited to
Eat
a
the
call
rich.
with Senator Bernie
Bro,
Sanders alongside
no
Valkyrae
freaking
and
way.
Pokemon. And instead of showing his face, he chose to be a VTuber. This was so ridiculous and it went so viral that he inadvertently kind of became a spokesperson for VTubing in one stream. I mean, God, everyone wanted a piece of that guy. You would see him everywhere, collabing with everyone. And this was partly due to his very loyal and almost rabid fan base. But it was, of course, all by design. You see, back in 2023, Pokimane would make the very interesting revelation that Sykkuno had the highest female demographic fan base compared to any other streamer, her included. She would compare his level of fame and the way his fans acted towards him to K-pop idols. He simply wasn't seen like the run-of-the-mill Twitch streamer. No, there was definitely more to this.
Oh my
God! One of the reasons why this worked out so
God!
well is because he was seen as a boy failure. No, not the kind of guy who's unemployed and lives in a dump and smells like shit. I'm talking about the ideal
Not
boy
me.
failure. The guy who's handsome, smells nice, doesn't live in a dump, but is instead just a hopeless romantic. Someone who turns all red.
Wait, let me get some tips here. So free shirt with a from Comic Con. Dark Isaac, okay. I have the white t-shirt. I have a cheap haircut, guys. 6 figures. Oh, okay, I don't have 6 figures. I'm also too lazy to wear anything, to do anything as well. I am wearing sweatpants. Yo, what's the house? Is that 6-pack abs, but it's really, it's really tall for some reason. I'm super tall. I'm tall. There's the abs. Fresh. Okay, let's see that trash. Oh, look. Wait. See there. Blum. I think there's another one somewhere. Yeah, guys, see there. Look. See. Got a hole over there. Ski stains. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, Red Bull. Wait. There we go. It's not really Red Bull, but let's just do this. I don't have any water. Okay, but I'll just pretend to drink from this for the rest of the stream. Let's go.
You want to initiate physical contact, the most innocent, naive soul imaginable. The appeal of a boy failure isn't necessarily that he's a failure, it's the fact that he's perfect but just needs one person to fix him.
Guys,
and that's how a significant chunk of his fan base felt. If you've watched my channel before, then it's not too different from a girl failure that has a male audience that wants to fix her. It's the same parasocial mess. This can be very easily seen in some of the most viral fan-made videos of Sykkuno, like this one for example, setting at over 3 million views. Sykkuno tells his trauma about girls. Sykkuno trusts his friend, Disguised Toast, more than the girls. So this guy had barely any romantic experience, and yet still, he had his heart broken. He needs a woman that will fix him and tell him it'll be okay, and maybe she'll be one of his fans. If only he knew how handsome and amazingly desirable he was though, because he's another fan-made video. Everyone's simping for Sykkuno because who doesn't? Oh God, if only he wasn't a boy failure and understood how smooth he was with women, but he's too naive. Because guess what?
My God.
This video sitting at over 4 million views is titled Sykkuno being smooth with girls for 14 minutes. Yeah, I think you get the point by now, right? This image
Let's check that out. Sykkuno being smooth with girls for 14 minutes. Oh my God. Yeah, but see, I fell for the tricks as well, guys. I fell for the tricks as well, bro.
Just be careful next time when you point your camera at your Discord and you.
Oh my God, it sounds like an anime person for real.
Conversations with is okay, but you really are popular, huh?
Oh my God, no way, it's an act. No way. Oh my God, this is crazy.
No need to murder me like that.
Wait, it was a compliment. And besides, it just means that even though you're really popular, you still wanted to talk to me.
Why does it sound like
So,
Deku? Oh my
makes me feel
God,
special
bro.
some kind of way.
Now I'm starting to cringe. I used to
Anyway,
find it so cringe.
I'm gonna go. I was.
You doing?
Pokey came to visit. Would you guys?
Tell her I said hi.
I was near like your neighborhood,
Oh.
so I thought I would come into your house without knocking and then say hi.
I thought she was here.
Your roommate is really nice. Your mom, your sister, they're really nice.
Oh, no, when you realize it's all an act. When you realize it's all an act.
Why do you stream with no pants? That's kind of weird. I'm wearing pants. What the heck? I'm like Goku. I get beat up and then I come back stronger.
Oh, so you want to get beaten up or something, or?
Maybe by you.
What?
Nice, we're
We're
doing
winning.
it.
We are. Wait, if I win this, that means I'll have won every single game except for one in my placements.
But I don't know how much of it is actually winning rather than your personal performance.
Oh. I
Which
do
you've done
usually get a
well.
negative KDA.
That's not
Yeah.
true, you liar.
Yep. But you landed on an
They were
egg.
so
Oh my god, I
carefully
breaks the
crafted to
illusion,
attract a
man.
very large female
Breaks the
audience.
illusion.
It would also allow him to be one of the only male streamers to constantly be able to hang out with a majoritarily female friend group without him or them getting in trouble with their fan bases due to jealousy. The guy was innocent, allergic to love, and he wouldn't hurt a single fly. This allowed him to do things that other male content creators could never do. Like, dude, this is him sniffing the armpit of Fuslie at some point during a podcast.
Oh
when
yeah,
they were
also
talking about
Fuslie, I forgot about
bodybuilding.
that.
This is how much he was trusted around women. And even though his audience was very obsessed over him, they saw him as so awkward, so incapable of understanding what love or social cues mean that this was fine. They didn't mind because they were going to be the ones to fix him anyway. So it comes as no surprise that yes, some relationships literally ended over the girl's obsession over him.
Oh my god, I just I think this, I need to get up the beard
too. He was just that much of a sensation, and that crafted image he built around himself was just so believable and convincing. And so he'd keep on doing what he's always done, and after his 2-year contract with YouTube would finally end during May 2024, he would make his grand comeback to Twitch, peaking at over 26,000 viewers. However, his viewer count would slowly begin to drift.
Yeah, Jan
By April
2026.
He'd be sitting at 1,665.
Oh my god, that is terrible. That's like, I want to say that's worse than me. That's like, no, not really worse than me, but that's like worse than me. What? Oh my god, bro, that's
A
crazy.
far cry from the peak of the pandemic back at 50,000.
That is really worse than me,
He
but
also
it's kind of
stopped
like worse than
collabing
me.
with larger content creators as much as he used
That's
to, mostly sticking to
crazy.
himself. But hell, I mean,
But what is he
without
playing though? He's playing
becoming larger
CSGO, play tap in 2xk. Oh, okay. See, okay.
content creators as much as he used to, mostly sticking to himself.
I don't know about
But hell,
CSGO though.
1,600 average
CS2.
viewers is still very easy to make a living off of. He had made his millions of dollars, had this incredibly obsessive fan base. As far as content creator careers go, this really wasn't so bad. The guy was a multimillionaire. What people weren't aware of though,
I would say Valorant and Among Us probably kill those guys' career. Because guys, these people that be streaming the same game always and always and always, that it becomes anonymous with the game. So if you try anything else, you're cooked. But I mean, you could like basically playing poker, Pia, and yeah, I think he was playing the horse running game as well. I guess I think it's kind of in this niche.
many years since becoming a viral sensation, he would use his status as Sykkuno, as the most desirable streamer imaginable, as this K-pop idol, to pursue relationships with smaller or up-and-coming content creators, whether they be cosplayers or VTubers, manipulating them into thinking that they were special, all in the hopes of hooking up with them, and while being in a monogamous relationship. This is the real Sykkuno. And now we finally have proof.
I thought it was gonna be with someone that's more famous, like that we know, you know.
Referred to as Mal from now on, is someone who has been making content for the last year. She occasionally streams.
I'm a Mal, okay. I've never
but
heard of this
also
person in
tends
my
to
life.
post cosplays on her
Because
Twitter
I'm YouTuber, that's
some
why.
of them being revealing. Those revealing
Wait!
cosplays.
Oh, wait! I'm gonna unlicensed nurse body. Let's go. 20. Oh, 20. Okay. Hammer mod. Let's check. Ham mama. I think that's what is the ham mo. Not hemorrhoids. Let's see. Oh, that's not that revealing. Oh, she's kinda cute actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think Twitch is okay, but YouTube is a problem. Oh, wait, what? This is crazy, guys. I mean, the VTuber, all these VTubers are freaked out like crazy. They're all freaked out like crazy, bro. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have to sign in. I don't even have a Twitter profile. Good for me.
Would catch Sykkuno's attention, and he'd follow her on Valentine's Day of 2026. Within barely a few days, he'd start talking about how they should move in together into the same house, all while having a girlfriend.
Oh, Moroccan
and
Japanese.
Girlfriend, she would decide to write a Google document. The Google document would contain Mal's side of the story as well as.
Oh, wait, Olivia is the one he's dating, not Emma. Of course, 18 plus lust. Oh my god, this guy is a chill with the video, but so Olivia is the one he's dating, not Hamel. I can't spell for my days. Let's just do this. Boom. Click on copy text. Oh my god! What? This guy was pulling back. No way! No way! This guy's pulling baddies. This guy's pulling baddies. What the hell? Oh my god! This guy's pulling the baddies. The baddies. Oh my god! This guy's pulling baddies like crazy. No way, bro, taking a go on the pass. That's a bit crazy, don't you? I think I can show this. Bro, what? Oh, that's a W cosplay. Oh my god, what is bro doing? Come on, you can choose any girl you want, bro. Any and every girl with all the you choose. What I mean, I don't know. Guys. This must be kept for your eyes only. That's what I believe. My eyes only.
Another VTuber who, of course, also posts cosplays from time to time, which is why Sykkuno was interested in her to begin with. She also had no idea that Sykkuno had a girlfriend and would meet up with him.
Wait, who's the difference? Olivia or
in Paris?
Hamo? I have no idea.
Unlike Mal, though, she would actually end up sleeping with Sykkuno,
following you, okay?
Completely oblivious that he has a girlfriend. They would both share their stories and the DMs with Sykkuno in the Google document. This document would be 32 pages long, and it would detail both of their experiences with Sykkuno, leading up to the revelation of the fact that he has a girlfriend, as well as a link to the full 17-minute YouTube video in which Mal would confront Sykkuno about cheating on his girlfriend with her. Here's how it would start off. On Valentine's Day of this year, I was followed on Twitter by Sykkuno.
Okay.
I thought it was amazing that such a big content creator even knew I existed.
Who's typing this? Is this Alfie or Hamo?
He had been my role model and someone I looked up to
I think
for
this is
a long
Alfie.
time, ever since my days in high school. However, what I learned about Sykkuno after that day would make me regret my decision. Sykkuno is not the kind, soft-spoken character you see on stream. He is a serial cheater.
It's kind of weird they're typing a document in it. Like two people are typing a document. It looks kind of making me kind of feel sus about this information.
Or up-and-coming content creators knowing that he can take advantage of them. After confiding in many others that have had similar experiences with Sykkuno, I realized that this was not an isolated incident. In fact, it was something that had been going on for multiple years. He always made sure to cover his tracks and never left a paper trail significant enough for someone to make this public. But now, this has all changed. These are serious allegations, and I fully understand that this should not be treated lightly. I urge all other—
It's not that serious allegation. I mean, what did he do? It's just cheating on you. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like Nikki. I don't know, it's not like big, they don't out of proportion. So what? I don't know, serious allegations, not really.
Creators who have been personally affected by Sykkuno's behavior to not remain silent, as I believe that there is strength in numbers. This document will not only include proof from me, but from another victim who has given me her consent as well. Below, you will find evidence that will expose this calculated pattern of love bombing and manipulation, as well as a recording
love bombing. It works,
explicitly admits to all his wrongdoings, everything.
That works.
Alright, so already this is one hell of an intro to the document, right? One thing I want to point out is the urging of all other content creators who have been personally affected by Sykkuno to come out about this. As I had already mentioned, there are many people who were affected by his actions throughout the years. In fact, if Sykkuno traveled to any expo or convention or event, then you can bet a hefty sum of money that he always had someone there who he flew out, hoping that he could bring them to his hotel room. Anyway, the next section of the document—
that's a waste of money. Why don't you play? Just be someone at the event.
After Valentine's Day, I was so excited about him following me that I told a friend, who then urged me to strike up a conversation. I finally worked up the courage to send him a DM, and he replied right away. So here we can see on the 15th of February, Mal would send, "Are you still looking for a Valentine's date, perhaps?"
Oh, this is Mal.
Sykkuno would say, so innocently, "What? You can't just open up with something like that? And besides, Valentine's Day is almost over where I'm from already." To which she would reply with, "I mean, we can always do a Valentine's Day do-over, you know?" In the same first conversation, he brought up what kind of games he liked to play and invited me to play with him. Wait,
where does Steven start, bro? I can take the healing kit and occasionally heal you in it. What time is it here from you? But I have a available sim schedule. It's 5:48. Oh what? Oh my god. What do you want to play right now? If you're not tired or something. Why are you awake? Because I'm in bed sleeping, okay? I jump at night. It's okay, I'm pretty bad at sleeping too, not gonna lie. Oh, you can't. Oh, it's something like. Oh, it's like this and then like that. Oh my god, why did you put it? It's no people right. You read from right, left to right, not right to left, bro. So why would you put this one first? Okay. On a real note, a friend of mine dared me because I didn't know how to reach out. I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to come off weird. Lord, you ain't weird at all, Lord. And I didn't say no, so I guess so. Lord, I'm checking. What games do you like to play? I'm a massive gamer player. That's usually how I meet people or make friends. To be honest, while I've been in my Overwatch addict because of the Sanrio bundle. What's the Sanrio bundle? Oh my god, it's a cute bundle. Oh, this is super recently. Okay. This is Sanrio is the she probably choose Widowmaker. Yellow Kitty or something. The Yellow Kitty bundle. Oh yeah, the Lucia one is a pig. Lucia one looks nice. Lucia one looks nice. There's Lucia. It's a frog man or something. I don't know Yellow Kitty. Yeah, it's a frog. Who's Yellow Kitty? Oh, I think Juno's Yellow Kitty. Okay. And the cool one is Widowmaker, of course.
Sleep schedules, right? Understanding what time it is for her, what time it is for him. And on the right image, we can see him say, what games do you like to play? I'm like a massive game player. That's usually how I meet people or make friends, to be honest. In the next couple of images, we can see Sykkuno talk about the game he was...
Oh, so you're gonna read like this. See, you can't be talking. I just finished streaming, but I can maybe play a little bit. I just wanna get some food and shower and stuff. Of course. Of course. Take your time. My Discord is Malmeo. By the way, you can't just add me whenever you're free anytime soon. Watch just damn, we can see the craziness over here. Of how she's talking. She's yapping too much. Yeah, I can't tell which is the order. Oh, here's the order. 48. Oh, so it's like that and then like okay, let's read it again because Sunny Roman. But apart from that, I play a lot of Outlast Trials. Please say you have it and play with me. I need more people to play with. Outlast Trials. I played, but I'm pretty bad. Can you carry me off? I play Overwatch a little bit, but I'm like most useful on Torb hiding behind a turret. But they know that apparently. Super goated, don't worry. Okay, wait. What is this? Outlast Trials. Let's check what Outlast Trials is about. I've never heard about this game in my entire life. What game is this? Okay, what is it, like a PvP? Never heard about this game in my entire life. Extraction shooter. What is this? This is a horror multiplayer survival horror first person. Okay. Cool.
Was playing, which was Outlast Trials, saying that maybe Mal could carry him. She would agree, give him her Discord, and then wonder, hey, are you done soon with your stream? Because I'm getting tired. She hadn't slept all night. She was pulling an all-nighter. He'd apologize for taking so long, and then he'd say that he has a convention to go to. So after making her wait for like a few hours...
Okay, so that is 9 o'clock. This is... Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so I have a convention to have to go to tomorrow, so I could sleep early tonight. But let's play tomorrow. Damn, this guy's crazy! You make it with the whole like 3 hours and then just drop out. Oh, sorry, I can't do it. Man, you had me with it for a line check. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you want? I mean, a game or two wouldn't hurt though, right? Also, I have a convention. Also, which convention? It's like a small one. I just wanted to go there for some Gundam game, but I have to be there early. Oh, okay. But like, if it's just one game, it's not like you're staying up super late. I even just finished my quick play game. We can play Exo tomorrow, and we can do Outlast Trials. Okay, are you good at all? Should I add you on Discord? Oh my god, this guy is crazy. This guy knows all the tricks, bro. This guy knows all the tricks. Got on a roller coaster like crazy. Not gonna lie.
Hey, listen, can we just play tomorrow? I have a convention to go to. And they would agree, okay, let's play after the convention. This is what would lead us to the next section. Interest in where I live. For context, this is still the same day as the first conversation. Only moved to Discord in a few hours apart since I'm EU time zone and he's US time zone. So yeah, these DMs have the timestamp of 10 a.m. EU time.
Okay, I'll try that. Do they have an aquarium? I'm a big fan of aquariums. There's Arthur's. Oh, he's asking if we can come to Europe basically. Cool, make it a date, you know, to make it for Valentine's. Arthur's. And what, lol? Wait, how far are you even? How far away even is TwitchCon? Oh my god.
The last DMs we can see on Twitter were at 9 a.m. So this is barely an hour later after they added each other. Mal would continue by saying, things started out innocently enough with him inquiring about fun things to do near where I live, such as aquariums and conventions. TwitchCon EU specifically. I'd like to point out that I said we could go on a date to make up for Valentine's. He not once expressed to me any discomfort or that he wasn't single. So yeah, this is how it goes. If someone expresses interest in you, right, you typically tell them fairly quickly that you're already in a committed relationship. You don't just let things slide. Mal had no reason to think that
wow! Okay, it's actually like only a few months away. Wow, it's actually literally just next up. Chad, when are we going to Twitch? Gotta freak on it, what I mean.
It was already taken. Otherwise, he would have said something after she proposed a date. He'd ask, do they have an aquarium? I'm a big fan of aquariums. She'd say, there's artists in Amsterdam. Could make it a date, you know, to make up for Valentine's. He'd only reply with, a what? Lol? Continuing on with his innocent persona, but he'd never say, oh, no, actually, wait, like, I want to meet up as friends. I'm actually in a relationship. Not once. The next section will be titled, Following My Private Instagram. He would also follow my personal private Instagram.
Go!
Drop the ad!
I must say IRL friend. Drop the ad!
So here we can see an image of Sykkuno following her with her personal account name being hidden since it's personal. The next section will be titled, Making Plans to Meet Me in Person. So bear in mind, this was the next day, okay? The 16th of February.
The next day, this guy's already talking about making plans to meet someone in EU and he's in US. This guy's crazy. That must be nice when you 5 million buckaroos in your pocket.
And he followed her on.
That's what I say. When once you like late that, it's like a late game, guys. When the game is over, you don't know what to do. Then you start becoming a predator. You start becoming weird. This is what this guy's done. They finished the game already. So now, like, what else to do now in my life?
14th. The document would say, in this 2-hour Discord gaming call.
That's why you don't speed around the games, guys. Just take your time.
Sykkuno made plans to meet me IRL. It was set to be the same weekend as Dokumi 2026 since he was flying over anyway to attend TwitchCon EU. Going to the aquarium would be our first date. I also learned that there is a 15-year age gap between us. Right, so look, I personally spoke to the victim about this. I asked, like, would that usually have been like a red flag or a turnoff? She said yes. But the thing is, this is Sykkuno we're talking about here, right? So she made an exception because as you saw in the intro of this document, she used to watch him in high school. She genuinely looked up to him. To say that she was starstruck was an understatement, and that's exactly what he was counting on. Now, while keeping that 15-year age gap in mind, this next section definitely hits different. It's titled, Making Plans to Move In Together.
Move in together!
On the 17th of February.
What the hell, bro? Well, I mean, I cannot like move in, I just like stay there while in Europe, I guess. Not like move in, I think that's what it means. Let's see.
After they started talking, it would say,
kind of acceptable, because people do that all the time. When they like move to another, like Japan, or like go to Japan and it'll be on Tinder. And like date people there on Tinder. And then like stay there in their place or whatever. They do it all the time. So maybe that's what he's trying to do.
So incredibly fast, it almost felt like a dream. It was like he could make anything I wanted happen. And as someone as prolific and successful as him, I had no reason to doubt anything he said to me. These screenshots show that Sykkuno and I were intending to adopt a cat and have me possibly move into his house. I told him we couldn't get a cat yet due to me not being a US citizen and possibly having visa issues. Keep in mind, this conversation happened 2 days after the first conversation.
Damn, this guy's love bombing and like crazy. He knows all the triggers. He knows all the triggers. He watched too much high school of the elite or elite of the high school, whatever you call it. Is where they're super smart guy. Ooh, I get it. I'm allergic to grass. Not as bad as I can. I'm not as bad as I can become really dizzy from it. Not as bad, but I can get dizzy from it. It's like the only allergy I have, lol. But if I ever come visit, like, we don't have to always go out, you know, as long as we comfy. Also, aren't pets bad for your condition, you know, how sensitive it is, but sometimes cat hairs can make it worse. Certain ones can be, depends though. My dog is fine, he's not very allergic. Well, my family dog. That I
start discussing the prospect.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop reading. You read all the stuff because I haven't done it enough.
Cat. Mal would say, I mean, if I'm there anyways, we'll have to think of a name, no? To which Sykkuno would say, yeah, but I don't know if I can take care of it myself. Mal would say, or we're just gonna name it Cat. He'd say, you'll have to stay to help take care of it, lol. To which she'd say, I'm okay with that, though I don't know how that would work with me staying there. I can't stay forever either, you know, because I'm not an American citizen and I'll also probably have to go back as well. Because I mean, I hope at least that I can go back to studying end of this year. And like in general, everything is so expensive. And then he'd say, oh yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe we can get a cat together another time then. Besides, don't you already have a cat? Which she'd say, yeah, but they're my dad's. Also, did you finally order the food? And he'd say, oh, I see. So you wouldn't have to bring them if you just moved somewhere. To which she'd say, no, I guess not though. I'd miss them so much, so I definitely have to get new pets. So nearly a couple days after speaking to each other,
my dog.
Out here
yeah, I was so sad when I didn't see my dog.
Raising it together and looking into the possibility of her maybe moving in together with him.
Crazy.
This was as he was sharing a home with his girlfriend. The next section will be titled Lying About Being Single and Dating History. In this screenshot, Sykkuno said he has only ever had one relationship his entire life. I would eventually find out that that was a lie and that he had been dating and living in the same
I've only
house as his
dated
girlfriend
someone once and they broke up with me, so yeah, I think I'm just not very good. So it's probably just me issue.
for years, and that I was not the only girl on the internet that he spoke to on a daily basis. So here we can see DMs of them discussing this topic. Mal would say, I mean, you've been in relationships before. It's not like it's your first relationship, referencing what they might potentially have going on. To which he'd reply with, I don't know, lol. I've only actually dated someone once and they broke up with me, so yeah, I think I'm just not very good, so it's probably just a me issue. To which he'd say,
this guy's almost typing fast, and this is like,
a
it's like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I see 10 o'clock, guys. And it's like, but look at the time now. 10, 11, 12. So like they're just sitting in bed. Or maybe yeah, this is a lot of talking and whatnot. It's crazy.
To which he'd
3
say,
days.
I mean, I think I did. I don't think she
Speed
thought I
running.
did. So yeah. But I mean, everyone has their own way of what they want. So it's important to be like, are you getting what you want? And if you're not, I totally understand. Mal, of course, would want to inquire as to what he was saying. Like, what do you mean you think you did? Like what? But he'd never specify, and he'd always keep it vague, keeping up this persona that he crafted, the one that was allergic to love, that had no idea like what was going on with women. This would lead us right into the next section titled
Sex. No way, bro. Oh my god, this guy is crazy. He's a he knows exactly. I'm not gonna lie. He knows exactly what he's doing. I'm not gonna lie. I know exactly what he's doing. This guy. Oh, it's like looking at myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. Apart from the fact that like I don't like you know I'm like but like different. It's like different, but you know it's like
texted every single.
He's following the same steps that I follow, bro. This guy is crazy. They needed. Oh my god, this guy is crazy, bro.
day. And these interactions would be charged with flirting and suggestive topics.
That's different because I'm not pretending to be someone. I know who I am, so this guy is following the script, guys. He's following the very laid out script.
Suggestive pictures and audios, and he would confirm that he'd touch himself to them. Additionally, he'd always act flustered and inexperienced, keeping up the illusion of his on-stream innocent persona. We'd also regularly talk about date ideas and things we'd like to do together in the future when we'd meet up IRL. Topics that are usually discussed between two adults who are clearly romantically interested in each other. On top of texting, we also called almost every single day, even after he'd stream for over...
Oh, this guy is doing everything.
For 8 hours. We talk and play games regularly. One thing I'd noticed is that every time we called and when he spoke, he'd be whispering and never fully use his voice. His excuse was that it's because he was tired after a long stream, and I didn't really find that to be suspicious. Using your voice for 8 hours in a row does exhaust it after all. I now realize that he was quiet because his girlfriend lived with him and he didn't want her to hear. So in this first set of DMs, we can see them discussing things to watch together. Sykkuno saying, let's watch something. Mal would say we should. He would say, let's watch a cook Netflix dating show.
You did switch, but you did switch coin for me. Tom and B side, I've ever heard of it. Let's watch something then. We should watch. Okay, yeah, then okay.
Or both. And Mal would say we should. And do you also want to play games like Helldivers or Overwatch or etc.? In the next image, we can see them discussing the spicy audio that she sent him at some point. He'd say, you do too. She would say, yeah, like in that audio recording I sent you, to which she would act flustered over and say, oh my god, well, yes, you really sounded cute in that too. To which she would say, did you ever re-listen to it?
I'm not gonna lie, all Discord people be talking like this. Like I was gonna be talking, all the Discord people be talking like this.
Or only that once. In the next screenshot, we can see them discussing...
Wait, this guy's skipping stuff here. Did you ever re-listen to it or only that one? Thank you. I tried my best. You sounded really good in it though. I tried my best to sound good for you. Wait, why'd you send me 81 bucks? Oh, you said you wanted the new Resident Evil game. Oh, I mean specifically, I don't know. It's just translate to 100 USD though.
Gym date. Mal expressed to him how much he enjoys going.
Well, we'll work out together then, and I get spotty, you know. Jumped it. This guy is crazy. Now I'd like to win the future plan. Is like, okay, in the future we can do this. We'll talk about we'll talk about family and having kids together, and like done the past already. He's following the script. Jump dates are super cute. Are those hot toast even dates? It's gonna be like sweaty and not gonna lie. Some people I know are yuck. I spent 2 hours in the gym. Oh, like even those dates. And I'm like, I think I'd be tired after 2 hours, lol. I think 15 tired, like 15 minutes max. I think I'd be tired in like 15 minutes. I spent 2 to 3 hours at the gym. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, a lot of people who go to the gym or go on gym dates, it's like fun and helping each other during workout. It is super fun. Yeah, 2 to 3 hours is not bad because cardio, they get 20 minutes. Then the other stuff, like, yeah, you need to do your cardio, guys. Do your cardio every day.
To work out at the gym, and so Sykkuno would inquire about what a gym date looks like. This is when they discuss it more. In the next 2 set of DMs, we can see them talking about more spicy topics. Mal would say, "You get flustered so easily." And then Sykkuno would say, "Because I'm not. I've never done like this kind of thing before, lol." To which she would say, "And? You don't like it?" He'd continue saying, "Which is crazy because I'm older than you, but like I haven't really dated much, so." And then Mal would say, "So? You have me now." He'd reply with, "My XP bar is low, but no, I do it. I've never gotten something like this before. Yes, I like it. It's so good. I can't wait to use it later." As in, I can't wait to grill my sausage to it later, whatever she said. To which she would reply with, "You know, I've kind of wondered if you've ever touched yourself while watching what I send you." To which he'd say, "What? Why would you wonder that?" She'd say, "Well, because they're spicy pictures and videos. Of course, I wonder if you put them to use." And then he'd say, "I'll definitely put this one to use." She'd say, "So you've never done so before?" And then he would say, "Maybe," in all caps with a flustered sweating emoji. This is when she'd put her foot down and say, "I want a yes or no." And then he would say, "Yes, of course I have."
No. You should have not said yes. You should have always let it vague. Always be vague, guys. Always be vague.
What could I not? Overall, these DMs were a balance of spicy and wholesome, just like what you'd expect when 2 people are romantically interested in each other, saying goodnight to each other, inquiring on their health.
And you don't have to send me what the heck, lol. What, this guy must type like crazy. You don't have to send me what the heck, lol. But I hope you feel as good as you know. I know you said you weren't feeling too great yesterday. But this guy must can't type, bro. I'm feeling a little bit better, yeah. I love getting compliments from you. Also, good night, good morning. Oh my god, he got so.
Compliment her on her appearance. She'd say, "I love getting compliments from you. Good morning, handsome. What are you up to?" But this romantic interest wouldn't just be expressed with words. No, for Sykkuno, he'd make sure to express it financially.
Is this like 4 days now? I think this has been like 4 days. On the 17th, then on the 15th. That's crazy. 3 days, 4 days.
This is what would lead us to the next section, titled Sugar Daddy. Less than a month later, Sykkuno would randomly ask for my PayPal account in DMs. He'd then waste no time in sending me money unprompted, something that I'd later realize was simply a behavioral pattern that he'd employ with women he'd express interest in. I want to reiterate that I have never asked him for his money, and he did this of his own volition. He bought me both a gym jacket, linked below, and Resident Evil 9, because I had expressed interest in that game. Here we can see 2 payments, the first one sent on the 28th of February 2026, 81 euros, and the second one being 200 euros on the 5th of March 2026.
Must be nice when you have 500 million dollar
He innocently asked for a PayPal username on the 28th of February. He'd start off the conversation with, "Ah, you still aren't asleep either?" To which she'd say, "I fell asleep, woke up again because I'm having trouble sleeping." He would then say, "Oh, well, good morning. And what's your PayPal so I can buy you games later?" She'd say, "Huh? Straight to the point. Jesus, I need to update my email to my PayPal because it's my old name from before I rebranded." When he would send her money for a gym jacket, at some point she'd say, "Want me to send it back?" To which he'd say, "No. Wanted you to get a nice gym vest, lol. Especially because it seems like you're really passionate about working out, so I thought it'd be nice. And then you can remember me when you're wearing it." I thought it was a cute idea. She'd buy one, she'd wear it, she'd send it to him, and she'd say, "I wore it with the green set because I know how much you like green." She'd also make a tweet on her account while wearing it, saying, "This gym jacket is literally so comfy, the muscle mommy arc will be real." So up until this point, this was Mal's experience with Sykkuno. The next section is titled A Calculated Pattern of Love Bombing and Manipulation. And this is where we talk about Elphilia.
He's doing the method, guys. He's doing the method. So what you do is you love bomb, right? And then you pull back, you ghost. And then you start fighting on everything. And then I say, "Why you fighting everything?" Then you say, "I feel like we're growing apart, really. I feel like we're growing apart nowadays." That method always works. Always works. 100% works. Then you guys connect together. Like, always works. But the thing is, this is a method you get to get into a relationship, you see. This is not a method you use to sleep with someone. And if you just want to do this method to sleep with someone and then break up with them, this guy is the worst. This guy is the worst if he does it. He does this method for that. What's it called? Closeted playboy. That's what you call it. Closeted playboy. That's the method you use to be a closeted playboy. Yeah, this is disgusting, you know. You do it like that. Well, let's see. Let's skit about this actually. Let's skit about it.
My name's Tyler, and I'm a closeted boy.
Yeah, this is the one.
Just so you know, I'm not here to play games. I'm just looking for something serious.
This is
for something exclusive.
Wait, me too.
What, you are?
this is what Sykkuno is doing.
Boy, isn't
Literally.
easy. It's taking years to learn how to hide my true identity.
Whose hair tie is it? My sister was in town last week. You ghosted me 5 years ago, and now you're reaching out? Everything that was going on with COVID just put me in a bad headspace.
Once I infiltrate a girl's trust, I try to ride it out as long as possible. But I know it's only a matter of time before she finds out my real identity.
I know this is crazy of me to ask, but do you want to be my boyfriend?
I would love to, because you are such a special person.
Great, I can't wait to tell my friends.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Such a special person.
Babe, I'd love to meet your friends, but work is just so busy right now. Work is just so busy.
Work's been so busy.
I don't work right now. I'm in between things.
Speaking to Elphilia a few days ago, we were able to corroborate our experiences with Sykkuno and learned that we were both victims of this. We had no idea that he was talking to both of us at the same time. Sykkuno is known to send hundreds of dollars to the girls he wants to get involved with. This screenshot is from when he took my friend Elphilia to Paris during the 2025 TFT tournament, along with sending her 500 euros to help her move into her new apartment.
That's
you can clearly
crazy.
see that this was sent from his business email's PayPal account. So unlike the other image that was supplied by Mal, here we can clearly see this is Sykkuno at hotmail.com sending her all this money, a substantial amount, around 1,550 euros, all under his business email. Here are the DMs in which we can see that he offered to pay for her flight to TFT Paris, as well as all the food and
Wait,
hotel fees there.
pause. Let's look at the timeline here. 20. Okay, this is on. I'm probably going to Paris later this year for sure. I'm not sure on TwitchCon yet. I'm afraid I don't have enough people. Ah, that's unfortunate. Then this is, I don't know. I have to see because I have nothing and no one there, and it's expensive. I'll pay for you.
Pretty much taking care of her financially during the entire trip. So this starts off as far back as April 2025, with Sykkuno telling
It's like a year
I'm
ago.
probably going to Paris later this year for sure. I'm not sure on TwitchCon yet. I'm afraid I don't know enough people. He'd say, you should come to Paris when I go to it. Is it close? To which she'd say, Paris is pretty easy to go to, yeah, since it's in the European Union. He'd say, you better hang out then when I go there. She'd reply with, I'll have to see because I know nothing and no one there and it's expensive. To which he would say, I'll pay for it. Don't worry. She'd say, whoa, really? You do that? And then he'd say, yeah, of course. And all the food. She'd of course be ecstatic about this and say, you'd have to deal with my annoying ass though. And he would say, but you gotta choose places to eat, like the restaurants. And she'd say, deal. One day later, he'd reiterate, you're fine, you never have to pay for anything, don't worry, lol. How much is the flight usually from Netherlands to Paris and back? Because she lived in the Netherlands at the time. I think I'm going for like a TFT tournament or something like that. On the 10th of December 2025, we can see her saying, I'm boarding now, see you soon. To which she would reply with, see you soon, you have the hotel info, right? Since they were going to share a room. This brings us to the next section titled Elphilia's Experience. Elphilia would talk to Sykkuno on and off for the span of 5 years. During that time, she had absolutely no idea that he had a girlfriend in the 5 years that she had known him, and on and off flirted with him. Anytime she would bring up the topic of his love life, he would give the response of playing too many games and not going out enough to meet women to date. So bear in mind, she knew him since like 2021, back when he was like the most desired man on the entirety of Twitch or the streaming space. And even with all that flirting, he never once mentioned the relationship he's been in since 2021. So this was in the beginning of his relationship as well. So in this next set of DMs, we can see Elphilia saying, also, I have a question for you. Why are you single? Like, how? To which he'd say, huh? That's a crazy question, lol. I think it's a combination of like playing too many games. To which he'd say, why crazy? Why is it a crazy question? The guy was desired by anyone. Even after his viewership had fallen down a little bit, he could still DM anyone and get them to date him. It didn't make sense. The document would say, same calculated behavior and patterns, using his nerdy gamer boy facade to lure women into a false narrative. In this next set of DMs, Elphilia would be saying, you're cute.
What? Lol, I only aim to the ones I think are cool.
Lucky. To which he'd say, wah, lol, only to the ones I think are cool. So as we can see, Elphilia is just starstruck. She can't believe this. She feels so lucky that Sykkuno, the guy who's desired by everyone, is giving her attention out of anyone else in the world.
But it makes it super attractive as well, though. Both her and Amboys, whatever name.
He would follow her personal Instagram with his official Sykkuno Instagram page. It's genuinely like a deja vu to what he did with Mal. Like, it's the same patterns. The guy had a playbook and he knew how to put it to use. The document would continue. Here is proof that Sykkuno was in Paris for the TFT event around this time too, directly from his Twitter. So here you can see this was posted around the 13th of December 2025 when he was in Paris. In this first tweet on the left, we can see him taking an image of Lily Pichu, who was also there, as well as him retweeting one of TFT's tweets saying, "Ultimate bragging rights have been secured at the TFT Paris Open." This is them announcing
Sykkuno, Emily, that's, I don't know, this guy, I don't even know the guy is, and then this disgusting, what? Disguised. I keep saying disgusting does, what is disguised?
Kuno's team had won, confirming that he was indeed there. The next page of the document would show us a set of DMs between Sykkuno and Elfilia. The date would be the 3rd of March, 2026. So this would be 3 months after they had met up and hooked up. And this would be as he was talking with Mal. He'd say, "Oh my god, I was playing World of Warcraft. I saw this player. It reminded me of you." That's because that player had a similar looking name. She'd say, "Oh, you got reminded of me? That's cute." To which he'd say, "Of course. Oh, I was gonna ask, were you planning on going to like Off-Kai or anything like that?" That's a VTuber Expo, right? To which she would say, "I wish, but unfortunately I can't. My rent is now 800 euros per month and I'm living fully off of my savings, so I canceled all my travels for the year."
Oh my god, she's a failing VTuber, bro. That's why I never do it full time, guys. Never do it full time. Never do this content thing full. I'll never do it. Even if I make millions, I'll never do it full time. Never.
The document would say, to add even more salt to the wound, after Elfilia's Paris trip, and 2 weeks after he had started talking to me, saying things like how he wants to move in with me and such, he would message Elfilia asking her if she'll be at Off-Kai. This is proof that he'd be talking to more than one woman at the same time, planning a hookup for every event he went to. He was doing this while giving me the impression that he wanted something long-term, and all while also having a girlfriend since 2021. Elfilia and I weren't friends until I found out that he was cheating on his girlfriend. This is when we both got in contact with each other and shared our stories. She deserves the world. The section would end with both Sykkuno and Elfilia talking about random topics, and then at the end of this DM
wait,
chain,
don't just skip. Oh my god, my friend just asked, said he's going to like a VTuber anime convention in Germany after. Oh, I've heard about that, I think. I'll be there on Thursday to Monday. I fell asleep. No worries, morning. Fell asleep. Sure, buddy. Sure.
Sykkuno and Elfilia talking about random topics, and then at the end of this DM chain,
I spent all day crying right now. Why do men some cheat? I was gonna respond. Oh my god, and then she won't talk about it right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's play. Oh, this is our stuff.
You can see Sykkuno saying, "How was your day?" To which she would reply with, "Awful. Spent the whole day crying. Crying right now. Why do some men cheat? I'll never understand." The document points out that this is ironic, seeing that Sykkuno is a cheater himself. So as you can see, when these two women spoke to each other and shared their stories, they were shocked. Shocked to know that they were being used so casually, and shocked to know that this man was in a relationship. But how is it that he did this for years with no consequences? How is it that there are many Elfilias and Mals out there with no one saying a thing? Well, they kind of did, which is what the next section is all about. It's titled Rumors and Broken Friendships. As I mentioned in the intro, no one made a public statement before because they never had sufficient evidence. Sykkuno would always talk about the most explicit and sensitive topics in voice calls or in person, never leaving a paper trail. This was all intentional. Rumors still managed to spread. Many content creators, both big and small, would vent to their friends about his behavior. Behind the scenes for many, however, he'd managed to keep enough influential friends around him to legitimize his position in the space, especially seeing that many of those friends were women who would have normally stood in solidarity with any sort of victim, making it seem like he was safe enough to trust because they trusted him enough to be a friend. As Elfilia spoke with Sykkuno, she'd tell him about rumors that she had heard from someone else, about how Sykkuno had a roster of readily available women, and how they all coincidentally were smaller content creators who wouldn't dare touch him if something went wrong. Elfilia, of course, didn't believe this. After all, Sykkuno had a calculated pattern that worked perfectly in his favor. His innocent, naive demeanor wouldn't dare hurt a fly, so why would he hurt me? So here we can see DMs between Elfilia and Sykkuno. She would start this off with saying, "I don't know, he said he dislikes you," referencing a friend of hers, and that you only go for girls that are small so you can manipulate them with your shy persona. Yet he is doing that to my friend right now. For girls that are small so you can manipulate them.
Wait, go back.
So here we can see DMs between Elfilia and Sykkuno.
I don't know, he said he dislikes you. And I guess it just, he just likes me, which is totally fine. Exactly. He did say the only reason you haven't gotten called out for it's because you got the small creators and then they've exposed you. If you ever need proof of anything, I have receipts just in case you try anything funny.
She would start this off with saying, I don't know, he said he dislikes you, referencing a friend of hers, and that you only go for girls that are small so you can manipulate them with your shy persona. Yet he is doing that to my friend right now. To which Sykkuno would say, oh yeah, I mean, I don't think that's true, but I guess people will say stuff randomly. I'm confused as to these people who think I'm going for them. I haven't really done that. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, like I said before, people who know me will know me, and I guess he just dislikes me, which is totally fine. She'd say, exactly. He did say the only reason you haven't gotten called out is because you go after small creators and they'll never expose you. If you ever need proof of anything, I have receipts, just in case he tries anything funny. Sykkuno would say, oh, I feel like the way VTubers are, they would love to try and expose bigger streamers. They love drama, lol. But it's not true, so I think it's fine. I don't need receipts or anything. It's fine, but I thought he was chill. I'm kind of sad he was so angry. Elphilia would say, I know, just making sure you stay safe no matter what, love. Sykkuno would continue saying, I mean, why is he bringing up so much anyway, though? Which,
he's getting dumb. He's getting like, oh my god, he's getting dumb.
He'd say, he's jealous of you. I'm just playing League with him, and he brought you up out of the blue. To which he'd say, I don't think there's much to be jealous of, lol. But hopefully he feels better soon. And Elphilia ends this by saying, he said you hurt 5 of his friends, apparently. So this was on the 22nd of December after they had met IRL, and Elphilia had no reason to doubt him, right? She still had no idea that he had a girlfriend since 2021. This is why she was still so readily siding with him. And speaking of cheating, this is what would lead us to the section, Sykkuno's girlfriend. The coincidence that would lead me to finding out the truth about Sykkuno happened last week. A popular male VTuber tried to slide into my DMs to presumably get in my pants, and when I rejected him, he immediately started to mention nasty rumors about Bao. Out of concern for her, I reached out to a mod who then connected me with Bao. The 3 of us struck up a conversation when I mentioned I was nervous about a date I was going on. They asked me who it was. When I said my date was with Sykkuno, they immediately told me not to go on the date for my own personal safety. Bao told me that at the end of March, Sykkuno's girlfriend reached out to her regarding a controversial tweet Bao made last year in 2025. She asked Bao if it was true that the tweet was about Sykkuno. So this tweet in question,
oh, by the way,
you would have probably seen it. It went absolutely viral.
If you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience, and a much larger successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and shouts your attention on stream, deals, run! Then it was all up there, run boy, run for your life, bro. Run for your life. It's like, why you can't help me? Like, you know, but I mean, what? I do some scouting now with some creators, small creators. I do, because I feel like I'm better. I don't think like any big creator would ever like collab with me, so I always do a scouting with smaller creators. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, the child attention is a bit different, yeah. Asking for a collab is different.
And it simply just said, if you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience and a much larger and successful
but I'm looking for a VTuber though, VTuber, where's that? How are they getting that scene also? How are they getting all the scenes?
Run to 99% of people. This was Bao giving smaller content creators very well-needed advice. In reality though, this was a subtweet directly referencing Sykkuno's behavior. Because the document would continue, they called, as in Bao and Sykkuno's girlfriend, and Bao explained to her that other women had confided in her about similar experiences with him. She described a pattern of behavior where he targeted small female content creators and pressured them into having sex with him. Bao then offered to connect her with these other victims so they could share their experiences with her directly, as she felt it was important to hear them firsthand. This was all discussed during a Discord call. And so here we can see a DM sent by Sykkuno's girlfriend on March 24, 2026.
What's Sykkuno's girlfriend's name though?
Hey Bao, I'm sorry to bother you with this, but I heard something recently that was a bit concerning and I thought I would just come ask you about it. I heard that there was possibly an instance of Sykkuno trying to get VTuber girls up to his hotel room to drink with them, and that the tweet you made about being cautious of large male streamers showering you with gifts and attention was about him, in regards to him doing it to one of your friends? You know, before we get back to the document, this actually reminds me of this one tweet that was posted on Twitter back in October 21st, 2025 during TwitchCon North America, where an innocent fan came across Sykkuno in the lobby of a hotel at 2 a.m. One can only wonder what he was doing there.
Late night after working with a friend to hotel at 2 a.m. we linked with a guy who did the same thing. It took like 5 minutes and I walked back from me to realize I was talking to the girl. Oh my god, talk about getting exposed instantly.
As you can see, rumors are very easy to spread once you spot someone in a hotel lobby at 2 a.m. The document would continue. Bao told me that 3 days before I contacted her and her mod, Sykkuno and his girlfriend were trying to reconcile after Sykkuno somehow managed to convince her that it was all a huge misunderstanding. She had no clue that I, as well as many other girls, still existed in Sykkuno's romantic and sexual life. Bao and her mod would put me in a group chat with Sykkuno's girlfriend where I would share all the screenshots you see above. She was rightfully horrified and left the group chat because she couldn't stomach reading them. This is where we can see DMs in the group chat from Sykkuno's girlfriend.
They got down a playbook.
2 years. We have been together since 2021. And on top of that, everything he's planning with
Feels like I'm looking in the mirror
we
though.
have planned together and talk about and have
But it's
done.
different.
I'm sorry.
Different because I'm not
At this
pretending.
point, I wouldn't be able to imagine what
But
I would
not
feel
anymore.
if
I
I
don't
was
do-
in
I don't do the
Mal's
stuff
shoes
anymore.
or anyone else's shoes that Sykkuno had taken advantage of. In fact, I mean, I can't imagine being his girlfriend, hearing these rumors about someone I lived with in the same home and finding out about it this way. Even after he managed to convince me that him sleeping with someone back in December 2025 was a misunderstanding. It's horrifying. This would all lead us to the final section of this document, titled To All of Sykkuno's Victims. Ever since Sykkuno's viral breakout during the pandemic lockdowns of 2020 when he played Among Us, he has always carefully curated every aspect of his behavior on stream and with friends. An innocent, romantically inexperienced boy failure
You
who
blend
looks like
all
an
the
anime
sense, the
character and
little
sounds like
peach you
one
meet
too.
up, that's
This perfectly
crazy. That
curated
guy's
image would
crazy. He's a
attract
genius.
large
He's a
audience of women,
genius.
with a lot of them
Can't
openly
even age
confessing
this. That's
how
a
attracted
genius.
they are to him. He soaked in the praise and never sought to limit the most extreme aspects of his community because it made him more desirable. He understood this and would use this curated image, as well as his legitimacy in the content creation space, thanks to his followers and famous friends, to seek out any attractive cosplayers.
Let's see what Pokemon says.
Small enough to be starstruck by his grand presence. It would
And
work
Lil
most of the
Pichu
time
and
as
all-
he
and
used
all
the
these
same
people.
calculated pattern that he used with me and Elphilia
This guy's
to lure them
toast,
in
all these
and eventually
people.
fly them out to the next convention or event that he went to with the goal of hooking up. What these many women didn't know, though, is that he'd always lie about the fact that he's single. That behind the scenes, he had a neglected and depressed girlfriend that he'd been with since 2021 and who has lived with him since 2024.
Why don't they just
in the
break
same
up with her,
house.
though?
I implore the many other victims to come out about their experiences with this predator.
I mean, yes,
And I
a
end this
bunch of
document with a
money.
recording of Sykkuno in which he
Like,
admits
I don't
to
know.
everything. Especially with how he cheated on his girlfriend with my friend and was intending to do that with me as well. For context, this was shortly after I had messaged his girlfriend about his cheating. 30 minutes later, he would ask if I was free for a call. As his girlfriend was crying downstairs, he somehow chose to prioritize someone that he barely met 2 months ago. She's referring to herself. I pointed this out during the call. Here's the link. So the link isn't here right now, but obviously it will be by the time this video comes out. It's okay though, because I have the video. And if you're wondering why you should watch it here, well, it's because Sykkuno's voice is so damn low. I mean, the guy was whispering as if someone was after him with a gun. They could barely tell what he's saying. I actually bothered to add subtitles. This whole recording is 17 minutes long, and as the document stated, he pretty much admits to everything. Watch.
Oh, what?
No, you can tell me.
Okay. Wasn't very honest.
I couldn't inform what him just got after.
Sing.
About what? You have to speak up a little bit. Your mic's cutting out.
Sorry, always happens. About being single, and I just wanted to tell you how everything happened.
You're still gonna have to speak up a little bit, by the way. You're still cutting out a lot.
Sorry, you know, I talk quietly.
Yeah, but you never talk this quietly.
I'm sad.
It's the actions of your... Well, it's the consequences of your own actions, I suppose.
I know. So basically,
Why is he still talking to me? No, like, oh my god, man. Like, I would just ghost him. Like, there's just a ton of girls in this world, bro. You can find a ton of them. So, like, why are you still like sticking to this one, bro?
a very happy relationship.
Doesn't sound like it, but sure.
Well, let me finish.
Continue.
A very happy relationship a long time ago.
Long time ago. What, like
And then-
2021?
I don't know the exact time, honestly, but a long time ago. Then it got a lot less happy.
How so?
She sounds just like a VTuber.
No, she just stopped hang out with me that much, and
Stop hanging out with you. She lives with you.
yeah, I mean,
You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear a single sentence that comes out of your mouth.
She long up.
You there?
yes, I'm here.
If I was
Okay.
talking to his wife or something.
I'm just
Or his
asking because you
girlfriend.
went quiet.
Anyway, so I was very, very happy,
Mm-hmm.
and at some point it wasn't so happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly when, but like we stopped spending time together. We hadn't done anything together for years.
Or what? I couldn't hear that part.
I said we hadn't done anything together for like years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just very sad and alone. Didn't feel wanted at all.
Mm-hmm. So you slept with Alfie in Paris.
Yeah.
And then you flirted with me.
Oh.
And were telling me how you wanted me to come visit you in Vegas, and how you wanted to go on a date, and how you were serious about me, and how you really meant it, and how you wanted to go get a cat together.
The truth always comes out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always comes out.
Why? Why didn't you just break off the relationship then?
Because a combination of remembering how it was, some part of me hoping it would go back to that.
Sunken cost fallacy. I also think it is. I think we all have that sunken cost fallacy.
It's only gonna get worse. I think that's really on you, bud. And I know you're smarter than that.
I'm not.
I mean, for fuck's sake, you're a 34-year-old man. Yes, you are.
Wait,
Stop acting
34,
like
so that's like 30? No, 20. Oh, she's 20! 19! Oh my god. That's crazy.
Don't think that's what I'm acting like, but...
I mean, you say you're not smarter than that, but you are. You're a 34-year-old man, you just chose to do it. You knew damn well in the back of your head that wasn't gonna end up well.
Never does. I don't even know why he's still calling him. Like, just forget about this one. Forget about Alfie also. Get another
It's really
one,
not.
so.
Cheating is just bad. She hasn't done anything to ask for it to be cheated on. It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, but she relied on me to take care of us. I cared about her.
Okay, that doesn't mean that you do that because you wanted to, not because you
had to.
Not because she was like holding it against you or forcing you to.
No.
Exactly. So there's still no excuse for you to cheat on her.
Not saying there was one. Just explaining why it happened.
The only reason why it happened is because you just chose to do it. I don't know why you decided to lie to me, because you know damn fucking well that lying especially is like a big thing I do not tolerate.
I don't know why he's still talking to her. That's what I'm saying, but
yeah.
That's what Hamroid or whatever the name is. And Alfie also.
I was fine about the Alfie thing, because I was like, okay, he didn't know me before that, right? But then I find out you've had a girlfriend this entire time. Do you realize how fucked up that is? Because not only were you... Because, sure, you didn't lead Alfie on. Alfie acknowledges that you didn't lead her on, right? Because I've talked to Alfie. I'm friends with her. I've been friends with her before I even met you.
Okay.
Like, she acknowledges that you didn't lead her on. You led me on, though. You did lead me on, though.
Yeah.
You gave me all these fancy-ass promises about, oh, we're gonna go on a date when you come visit here. What, so you could cheat on your girlfriend again? So you could sleep with me so you could cheat on your girlfriend again?
That wasn't...
What were you intending with that?
Well...
I mean...
I thought it was
you can break up with his girlfriend. The other way you can win this is, breaks up with his girlfriend. And he says, no, I want you. And she's like, no. And that's if he really wants her, though. How would he just break up with this girl? Android. And, just break up with her, or just block all that. Not block her, but you know. Because you should have done it already, because now she can expose it, and can expose him, and now it's kind of here, it's kind of cooked. So I don't know what he's gonna do now, bro.
But what?
Like, I thought that was gonna be the end of that.
The end of what?
My previous relationship.
You were gonna break up with so you could date me, or what?
Oh, they're blurring the name because they want us to know what his girlfriend is. Okay, I see.
Or like we hadn't spent time together. Hadn't done anything in years.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I thought that was at some point be over.
What? I couldn't hear you.
I said, I thought that meant that was going to be like the end of it.
So you were already moving on before you even broke up with her? Were you intending to break up with her, or were you just waiting for her to break up with you?
No, I don't know. It's
So-
just a really weird
I just...
mix of like,
I can't understand what I can't understand what the position is.
So
Yeah,
what was your intention
it's not
with me?
good, but
like,
I understand.
where was I in this whole thing? Like, were you intending to date me after her? Like, were you intending to just ditch to go date me?
Yeah, basically. But he wants
guess
the
for me,
security of being in a relationship, right? With his girlfriend of like 5 years. But he also just don't want to like have fun, you know what I mean? New girls and all that kind of stuff. I think that's what he wants. Well, that is what he wants. I know.
felt like it was already. No.
But that's not what I asked. I'm talking about me.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
You were thinking to just ditch her and then date me. What, were you gonna do the same thing to me? I'm sorry, but like, you're not really selling this whole relationship thing really well. If this is the type of relationships you uphold.
It's fine. I'm not trying to sell it.
I can tell.
Just trying to explain what's going on.
Yeah. The thing is, if I never reached out to Bao, because I didn't even reach out to Bao about you, right? I reached out to Bao about because lied behind my back to a bunch of people, and I was not okay with that. And then started lying about Bao. That's when I reached out to Bao. I became friends with her roommate, and then I was talking with a little bit back and forth, and then you came up in the topic, and then she told me you had a girlfriend, and that your girlfriend has been venting to Bao this entire time about how you gaslight her into staying, you make her feel bad anytime that she like wanted to leave because you cheated on her, and she knew that you cheated on her, she just didn't know who. Because you never told her that it was Elfie, you just told her that you cheated on her in Paris. I think. I don't know if you told her, but I knew she knew.
Yeah, I did tell him.
Why? Why go through all of this trouble?
Because didn't know how to
I mean, for God's sake, if the only thing why you even stayed with her is because she relied on me for a lot of things, you can afford to take care of her for a little bit before she gets back onto her feet. Like, at least don't put her through the trouble of like telling her like, oh, like I'm still gonna be with you, like telling her that you're still her boyfriend while actively cheating on her every single day.
Probably more than 2 people actually.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I should have just said how I felt.
Like, you could have just deadass. If the only thing that you were
Yeah,
concerned
probably
about
like a
is
roster.
the
Like
fact
I
that
used to
she
have like a roster of like 4 or 5 girls and like one like so that's probably what he's also doing. But I don't like 2 of them found also.
I got you for things.
Now I see so this is probably one of the ones the most. But yeah, I mean not your girlfriend, you can't have a roster when you have a girlfriend or like that's like heartless, bro. You need to have something that
you could have just supported her until she got back onto her feet. So she could support herself. You know?
And it wasn't just that.
Then what else?
Somehow hoping it would go back to how it used to be.
Well, I also already told you, cheating is not going to make it go back to how it used to be.
It's a lot easier to say that.
It's the truth. It's the harsh truth. Nothing is going to go back the same way that it was if you're going to cheat on someone actively.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm going to change.
You're going to change what?
Oh my god, it's not like this fumbling. It's not me in the sticks, it's not me in the bag. Because it's getting pressured right now. He thought it would never end. Now he's getting pressured. It'll never get exposed.
Everything.
What do you mean that's it?
just gonna change that.
You're gonna stay with her?
Right.
But honest to God, I feel like the poor girl's been through enough. I don't think you should have to sit there and keep doing this to her.
That's just the truth. Not ominous. Ominous. I think it's. I don't know what it's saying. It's AM. I'm making breakfast, but if you're not interested, that's fine too. I'll give you a short version if you can't go. I can't go in a few minutes. Let me go upstairs.
Because I was in a group chat with her while you were on stream, and this girl's absolutely f***ing distraught because of the shit that you've done to her. The shit that you've put her through. Like, genuinely. Do you know how much that fucks someone up? Like, you already cheated on her once, and she decided to trust you still. She decided to stay with you, despite the fact that you already had cheated on her and admitted to it. And what do? You go onto Twitter and go find the next girl to flirt with. Like, if anything, honest to God, I'm not even mad at this point. I'm just disappointed. I'm really disappointed.
Yep, that's fair.
Because she's been crying to Bao about it. Bao's been sitting there, like, comforting this girl, trying to tell her, hey, maybe you should leave him. Because this isn't okay. This really isn't okay. You're putting this girl through mental strain. Every single day. That you continue to be with her. While you're sitting there having fun playing with your friends.
The fact that the android is still talking to him means that he's still in there, boy. He's still in there. If he places the car aside, he can still get in there.
So honest right now, Thomas.
He can make it work. Oh God.
So you think, you might be right.
Yeah. Like, if it is money that she doesn't have, or if it's a job, or if it's family, or blah 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 blah.
Gave her a lot.
Yeah, well, there, exactly. Just help her back on her feet until she can support herself, and then just leave the girl alone. Because she deserves better than that. Because you cannot sit there and be like, I love her, but do all of this shit to her, and continue to let her stay in that situation.
Well,
never say well.
Part of that.
Never say well.
What?
Never say well. Whatever you never say the word well. Never say the word but.
Feelings faded.
Well, then you should just let her go.
You won't, because of the security.
Instead of just sitting her there wasting her time.
You won't go because of the security in a relationship. You can never
also,
get that.
Why'd you get on a call with me when right now she's upset? I know she lives with you.
I already talked to her.
Yeah, you should be there
I told her I'm going to talk to you first.
You
should be there to comfort her. She's the one that you cheated on.
What you should say is, why should I comfort her when I want to be with you right now? I would only comfort you right now. Or something like that. Something like that. That's not what I said. You should say it like that though. You should say more like,
No, I'm going to be doing that. I just...
No.
Wanted to set...
I'm going to settle things over her, but I just want to settle this with you. Because I want to be with you.
Settle this first.
This is not settled.
That's how you do it. You talk with her, make her feel like she's settled with you. You talk with the other one. This guy's sorry, bro. He's too good at the game that he hasn't experienced the failures. They haven't learned from the failings. It's never lost. They haven't experienced get it back up.
Genuinely.
Somebody has fallen, doesn't know how to get back up. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's the first time he's fell. Now he doesn't know how to get back up.
I'm not upset with you.
I mean, that's fine. By settled, I mean...
Don't say I'm fine. Don't say I'm fine. Don't say I'm fine. No, don't say that's fine.
Like... That's it. Like...
What's it?
Probably never talking again.
You and me?
Yes.
What? Why?
Is that not why?
What is why? I'm still upset with you, but you didn't cheat on me. You can still talk to me and be like, make up for your actions. Don't get me wrong, because I always am there for second chances.
See, I told you, he's in. Literally, he's in. Let's say he plays the game. Let's say I fumbles the bags. The sticks.
But I never will forgive you for cheating on her. That's.
They say that, but they will forgive you. Don't worry about it. And also, they will also forget about it. Also, don't worry about it.
That's odd.
Hey, go back there. You got some leaks over here. Chat, Sykkuno has a girlfriend. He's been cheating on her with me and Alfie. So there's Bailey, Yuki, and Alfie. Okay, I don't know who's Bailey, I don't know who's Yuki. They've been dating since 2021. Bao told me and added me to a Discord with them. What? This cat, what do you mean? Well, I'm so shocked.
There are a lot of girls that are upset with you, by the way, because
a
I'm the only one that has hit me up.
Yeah, that sounds like you've heard things.
Yeah, and you lied to me a lot about that too. A lot.
She's still in, she's still in, boys. Don't fumble back, let's see how it plays.
How big was the roster again?
That roster probably like 5 or 6. That's got something here on, bro. Probably like 20 or something.
I don't think I ever had one of those.
I mean, maybe not at the same time, but you sure do hop around.
But I'll never have a roster while I'm dating someone, bro. Never. I am the most loyal person when I'm dating, boys. Boys, when I'm dating, I'm the most loyal person. I don't want to look at any other girls. I don't want to think about the girls. But yeah. Those stuff that showed was for your guys, not for me. I don't even want to look at those things. Those girls' pictures and all that kind of stuff. That's not for me. That's for y'all. But yeah.
I suppose so.
Yeah. All I care about right now is that it's okay. Keep me updated on that.
I don't know if that's a possibility.
You can keep me updated on how she's doing. You can keep me updated on.
He's done talking. I think he wants to go with his girlfriend now. I think he's gonna leave Ammo. He's gonna leave Alpha and say, no, I want to be with you, I think that'll be the best option for him, you know? I mean, there's 2 options he can go to maintain his career now. He can say, I fucked up, I messed up, baby, I love you. Or he could say, or he could blame it all on his girlfriend, and that's why he's doing all of this kind of stuff. Just to make up for his career.
When she moves out, because I don't think she should be living with you anymore.
I'll be just thinking about what's best for my career right now. What's best for my career? It's like all I need to think, yeah, what's the best option right now? Because you should know that everything's getting recorded. Well, I would know that. Hold on a second. I can't ask no one right now. I need to do what's the best for my career. I need to think now. How am I going to do this?
I don't think you need me to do that.
I mean, yeah, I care about her. Like,
yeah, she can do that.
True. I'll just reach out to her then. But yeah, no, just.
Yeah, she still wants to talk to him. Let's see what he does.
Like, go talk to her. She needs you right now.
Yeah, I don't. But also, what must do? Oh my God, he's in. He's 100% He's in. This is our affairs happened. Yeah, that's how affairs happened. So now she knows that he has a girlfriend, and he said, "Oh, I'm just coming. And she'll be like, "Okay, I'll wait. That's how it works. That's how affairs happen."
Yeah. Okay. Oh, bye.
Bye, Thomas.
No, but she's just angry at him. The fact that she said him bye. Man, this guy is in, man. It's not even panic. He's in. He's still in. He's still good, bro. He's still good. You have to play the cards right. He's in.
Shortly after the call, the last thing Mal would ever say to Sykkuno.
Why? I'm making food right now. You're making food at this hour, but you know why? I think I should explain. Almost watch? No, almost. But if you're interested, it's fine. Okay, the opposite. I'm beyond disappointed in you.
It would be.
He's still in, man. He's still in. The opposite of love is hate. No. The opposite of love is indifference, chat. It's
beyond disappointed in you. So look, according to Mal, there are countless other victims. It is completely up to them on whether they want to come out with their side of the story or not. For now though, we can confirm at least 2 different people that were completely misled by him as he cheated on his girlfriend.
I'm gonna say like 20.
So comfortably.
He has more than 20, that guy's crazy.
You can see him also using the same playbook, the same tactics, sending them money, making them feel special, following their personal Instagram, wanting to meet ASAP, to hook up, everything. And I think one thing that personally struck me was how only 30 minutes after his girlfriend found out about his cheating and probably confronted him, he chose to run upstairs and prioritize Mal, someone he met 2 months ago, all while his girlfriend was crying downstairs, gutted, heartbroken. There's a reason people say with great power comes great responsibility, because once you have this power that Sykkuno possessed, you can so easily take advantage of others. So as a content creator, you have a very clear choice, and unfortunately, Sykkuno decided to be the worst person possible. I wish all the victims in this travesty the absolute best, and I also encourage them to speak out. When it rains, it pours. And right now, the first drop has hit the ground. Sykkuno and anyone else who seeks to take advantage of their position need to be held accountable. And for anyone who grew up watching him during quarantine, who looked up to him, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, ruining whatever ideal image you had of him in your head. In any case, if more victims decide to speak out, then I will most likely stream me reading all of them on my channel later on. For the time being though, please, if a larger content creator reaches out to you,
what is up with all the Epstein files just getting released, guys? Muskov as well. Now it's like, I told you, these guys are the worst. Let me tell you something. These people that are trying to be good are the worst of them all. The worst of them all. The worst. You let try to be like, you know, like, they're the worst people. They don't. If it seems too good to be true, it's probably the reason. Like, how much of those animes have you watched where the people like visit the noble's house and the noble lady's so nice and kind? And then at night when you sneak past, you see like a butcher. They're just butchering people and just torturing people. How much have you seen that, bro? How much have you seen the nobles with all nice and kind, and then they start butchering the people like that, and they're crazy and masochistic and all that stuff. So like, yeah, these people that all like, I don't trust.
Please always be
even dream. I told you, all people that are like, listen, nah, bro, nah. I don't trust any of these people.
And know that they probably don't see you as the most special person in the world. They've probably done this to many others already. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. If you want a healthy alternative to an energy drink, then definitely use the code MUJIN at GamerSubs for 10% off. And exclusive content like high quality art and exclusive yapping videos, then definitely check out stacked.com. It's like Patreon, but better. I love you so much. Platonically. Come on, platonically. I'm not going to be like Sykkuno. And I'll see you in the next video whenever that is. Mwah.
Damn. Popping off. 3 days ago. This guy's still playing this. This guy's crazy. Playing Among Us in 2026. Bro, the big 26. Pack it up.